Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, it's your buddy Cosmic. And I know I've been off the social media, not social media, excuse me, off my YouTube channel for quite some time. I've been extremely busy with my life. And yeah, but right now I have a lot of free time, so try to pump as much uploads and content for you guys so you can watch. And we have finally got the patch notes for the Winter Soldier and Black Widow symbiote uniform that's coming up tomorrow or tonight. I think, yeah, well, tomorrow morning, my time zone basically. At I believe it's like 3 a.m., something like that. For 7 PST, it's like 3, 4 a.m. My time zone. So Winter Soldier is getting a new uniform with the tier 4. Black Widow, she's getting a new uniform. Alright, so let's get into it. So Winter Soldier is actually becoming a combat character, by the way. He's a combat supervillain. He's no longer a speed character. I wonder who he's going to be competing with. I think it's probably Red Hulk and, what's his name? Dr. Octopus for PvE AVX stuff, but I don't think it's gonna be made for AVX, but we'll have to wait and see. So he's a combat super villain, okay. The uniform is gonna be at 40% discount with 1050 crystals. His uniform effect right now has a chain hit damage 20% when attacking. He has a guaranteed crit rate by 20%. His tier 3 hit count has been increased, okay. Right now his tier 3 is gonna hit a lot more than before, okay. And yeah, that's the tier 3 skill. His leadership right now is much better. It has 45% increase to physical attack that applies to all allies. His tier 2 passive has ignore dodge rate by 60%, skill damage and bonus damage increased by 35% respectively each. His 4-star passive has super armor and all basic defenses increased by 5%. I don't know why they keep this 5%. It's so incremental. It's so unnecessary. They could just make it to like 50%, I guess. And they gave him an extra increase all basic attacks by 35%, all defenses by 30%, and all speeds by 1%. This 5% could have been increased to like 50%. It wouldn't have hurt that much, honestly. He definitely needs a defense, especially for a combat character. They definitely need a higher stats of defenses. Usually that's what they do. The first skill, nothing too impressive, just stun. Second skill has bleed and stun. Third skill, he has Eye from Ignore on the third skill with Burn, Snare, 100% immunity to all damage and accumulation by 1%. Yeah, so now he has an accumulation by 1%. Previously he had an accumulation by what, 0.6% or 0.4%, I think, something like that. It wasn't that good. Now he has a full 1% accumulation. His fourth skill has Bleed and Silence, has 30% recovery of his max HP, and he has a 40% all attack increase for 10 seconds on a 15-second cooldown. That's gonna be 7.5 seconds. You can keep this one up all the time. The fifth skill has Burn, 60% chance to miss an attack, and invisible for 5 seconds with a frenzy buff, 45% all attack, all defense increase, and 30% crit rate. So 45% and an extra 40%, that's an 85%, 85% plus an extra, what, 35%, 85 plus 35, that's like, what, 120? Yeah, 120 all attack increase, well, physical attack increase in his case, and he has an extra 45% all attack, physical attack increase from his leadership, so he's got like 165% attack increase in total. Yeah, that's Winter Soldier. Now we have the Black Widow Venomous uniform. So she is going to retain her type, which is a speed type. She's gonna remain a superhero, but she's gonna get a new ability, which is the symbiote ability. She's a female human justice character. The uniform effect has 40% damage decrease, a debuff removal for 7 seconds when dodging, 35% chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier shield, all damage even invisible effect for 7 seconds on a 10-second cooldown. I think this is the same as her previous uniform, where she had these effects on her uniform effect. But hopefully it does make an impact with this new uniform. The tier 2 passive, she has a guaranteed dodge rates and crit rates, 35% and 30% respectively, and she has a 40% skill damage and bonus damage increase respectively, 40%, 40%. Her 4-star passive has dodge rate increase by 25%, 40% physical attack increase, and 30% ignore target's dodge rate increase, okay? pretty good, pretty decent. I think it's almost the same as the previous uniform. In all honesty, I think it's almost the same. I might have to go and check this one out, but I think it's almost the same. First skill, she has a web. Second skill, she has stun and paralysis. Third skill, she has stun and 80% chance to miss an attack, which is like PvP effect. She has a frenzy buff, 60% all attack, all defense, and 40% crit rate, which is a lot. 100% all damage immunity. The fourth skill has an iframe ignore with shock, web, paralysis, invincible for 5 seconds, 100% damage proc for one attack. This is literally the same as her previous uniform. This skill almost is identical to the previous one. I hope she's a PvP character because I'm gonna be honest with you, the previous uniform did jack shit for her in PvE. Almost jack shit. She was decent at best in PvE, at best. Okay, I hope she's like a fully centered PvP character with these effects that are fully made for PvP. Hopefully. The fifth skill, she has a fear web, all defense down up to 60%, recovery from max HP by 30%, and a 50% all attack increase, which is good, decent. She gives like a good, decent amount of physical attack increase. She has a 50% all attack in here, she has 60% all attack in here, that's like 110%. 110% plus an extra 40% over here, that's 150% all attack increase in total, which is good. On top of the fact that she has a dodge rate increase and guaranteed dodge rate and crit rate as well. She has penetration, okay. Oh, by the way, I noticed Bucky does not have penetration at all. Yeah, he doesn't have penetration. No chance. Well, on his tier 3. On his tier 3, but I'm talking like basic skills. He does not. Unfortunately, he doesn't have penetration at all, which is sad, which means that this dude cannot be used for PvP at all. He's just purely PvE character, unfortunately. Anyways, we have the artifact for Winter Soldier, which is not the artifact, excuse me, the tier 4 for Winter Soldier, which is pretty damn good. It's really strong. I might consider tier 4ing this guy. I might. So he has a what it says right here: increased damage dealt to targets with a mark effect by 120% for 10 seconds. Bro, the mark effect lasts for like 3 seconds only. Actually, acquires the following effect for 10 seconds. Okay, the activation rate is when dealing critical attack, it applies a mark for 3 seconds. So on a 10-second duration, okay, if you're dealing a critical attack, you're marking the opponent for 3 seconds, and that keeps happening every single time. So like the more you crit, the more you keep marking. So the mark effect will always stay on as long as you have the crit rate really high and capped out for Winter Soldier, which is pretty damn good. And that, I think he's gonna crit a lot because he already has like guaranteed crit rate, I believe, in here somewhere. Pretty sure he does. Yes, he has guaranteed crit rate at 20%, which is pretty damn good. It really is good. We have the artifact for Winter Soldier. Basically, the artifact gives him a damage increase to superhero and supervillain faction by 20%. This is literally similar to Thanos, Silver Surfer, Kang, what's his name, Gore, Black Swan, all these guys, Jean Grey, what's her name, Scarlet Witch. I think Jean Grey has it too. Yeah, Scarlet Witch as well. Yeah, this is literally a very powerful artifact. Probably the best artifact that any character can get is basically a 20% damage increase to superhero and supervillain faction by 20%, and that adds up by 200% for total instinct, which is a lot. We have these what do you call products? We have new products being added. So Galactus First Clear Pack, okay. You pay 10 euros for this one. You get 1,000 crystal, 1,000 soul with fountain, 100 premium common card token exchange, and 1,000,000 gold. And on the second one, we have the Momo First Clear, which is basically 20 euros, and you get 2,000 crystals, 2,500 souls of the Faltine, 2 books of the Vishanti, 200 premium card tokens, and 2,000,000 gold. This is not that great, in all honesty. It's very tempting with the 2,500 souls of the Faltine because there's like this offer in the game that you have to spend almost 100 euros to get at least 3,300. This sounds very cheap. This if you buy this twice, which is basically 40 euros, okay, you basically get 5,000 Souls of the Faltine, which is a lot more than the 100 euros for 3,300 Souls of the Faltine. So you're getting double the investment, okay, the return of investment with a smaller price to pay. It's not bad. It's not bad. I just wish there was something else. I just wish there was like maybe an extra 1,000 crystals in here. Maybe instead of 2,000, maybe it's 3,000. Instead of 200, maybe it's 300. That's just me. Instead of 2 million, 2 million gold is like a joke. 2 million gold, you can literally get it from Dimension Missions without spending a euro or a cent in this. I think this 2 million gold should 2 million gold, 2 million gold should have been bumped up to like 20 million gold, in my opinion. Yeah. We have some game error fixes with the ISO 8 sets. Not matching the number. We have an issue with Proxima's attack in Corvus and Proxima. Those are some game error fixes. But yeah, I think this update is pretty decent. I think it's good. I think it's all right. I'm very intrigued to see how Black Widow is gonna perform. If she's gonna remain a PVE, is she gonna remain a PvP? Is she gonna be like a hybrid? So sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad. Okay, she's not the worst character in the game, but she's not the best character either. She's like okay-ish. But I'm mostly excited about Winter Soldier because boy, he has been dog shit for years. Okay, this dude has not gotten love since the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, and even then, that uniform was not that good. It was not that good. But hey, you might want to hold up because Thunderbolts movie is coming out in like what 3 months from now. 3 months, yeah, so like February, I don't know, March, April, May, yeah, 3 months from now. 3 months from now. I mean, February is about to end. We're literally on the 18th of the February month, and it's about to end. So, yeah, dude, like, you might want to buy him. Don't want to buy him, that's up to you. I might buy him and get him to tier 4 just because I love the character. Okay, Black Widow, I was tempting to get her to tier 4 a long time ago. I just want to know if she's really worth it after the final testings that I'll be doing with her to figure out how she's done. Yeah, and yes, I know there's been a lot of content that I've not made. I know there's still Falcon, Captain America Sam Wilson Falcon content. I haven't made a video about him. I know I haven't made content about Red Hulk. I know I haven't made content about a lot of stuff. But hey, I'm going to make content about them, guys. I promise. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm really tempted to see how this dude's gonna perform. I'm really tempted to see how this dude's gonna perform because I feel like this tier 4 ability right here is just too overpowered. 120% damage increase to enemies with mark effect is just ridiculously high. So yeah, yeah, dude, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited. Okay, I know some people are not really hyped up about this. I know that, like, you guys can see that from the comment section. Like, people are obsessed. There's no Red Hulk tier 4. People said that devs are obsessed with symbiotes and blah 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 blah. Black Widow gets a new uniform with no skill buffs. This uniform did nothing to move the needle for her, etc., etc., etc. I know people are not really excited about this, but hey, I am excited about this. I wanna see how Black Widow performs. I wanna see how Bucky performs. I love these characters. I love both of them. I love Black Widow as well. I like Black Widow. I want her to be a PvP meta so we can build like a full PvP AC team, or full PvP timeline team, or full PvP Otherworld battle team. You know what I'm saying? Like symbiotes based Otherworld AC timeline battle team. That's what I want to see from her. Like, I know I have like high expectations since we already have like Null and Sentry lurking around there in the corner. Know that, I know, but yeah, I still want her to be good. I want her to be good. I want to use her to the full potential, and I want to use this guy in PvE as well. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. That's a patch notes. It's a new uniform for Black Widow, a new uniform for Bucky, tier 4 for Bucky as well. And yeah, I was gonna wrap it up right here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share so you help the channel grow. Hit the notification ring bell so you always miss out on any of the upcoming videos I'll be posting on this channel. Jump on the Discord server, the link is in the description box below. Stay tuned for the live stream tomorrow because I'll be making another I'll be making a live stream tomorrow with these two new uniforms, and we've tested them both out live and see how well they get and how much performance of an impact will they have on this game. So stay tuned for that, guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. Peace.